Hey everybody, this is Matthew Mettinger. I'm a senior mortgage advisor here with Nations Lending in Orland Park. So I was actually working in finance previously and was very unhappy with it. Went to grad school, got a master's in finance, an MBA, and then realized it wasn't really what I wanted to do. Sifting through spreadsheets and creating reports was just not for me. And it seemed like everyone else was very excited to do that, but I wasn't. I'm more of a people person, and so I really wanted to get out there, get a job where I got to interact with people, still do finance, but help people at the same time. And so my cousin, who's now the branch manager, told me, you'd be a great fit for this. You're great with people. You love going out, meeting new people, and helping people. So it took about 3 years for him to convince me to quit my job. It was very scary. I had a pretty good job. But I decided, at one point just to take the plunge because I was really not loving what I was doing and I wanted to find that career that I was really in love with. And when I started doing mortgages, I realized this was the thing. So super excited that I found what I really am passionate about and kind of loving growing the business, meeting people, helping first-time home buyers, all that stuff is really exciting to me. So I've been a lender now for almost 6 years, and I was working, like I said, in corporate finance prior to that. So I've been in finance probably for about 15 years, but lending specifically about 6 now. So I was working with someone with a grant program. They had told me when they initially called me on the phone that they could never buy a home. It wasn't going to happen. They felt like it was useless and they've tried before and it just didn't work and they weren't meant for home ownership. And we closed on that about 4 weeks ago. And she was crying at the closing, saying she couldn't believe that she was a homeowner finally and hugging me. And it was just, one of the best experiences I've had in my career. I love helping people and it just brightens your day so much when you see that you really helped somebody. So I would say I do a lot of first-time home buyers. And I think naturally, I've been told by a lot of people, you should have been a teacher. You're very good at explaining things and kind of breaking it down to, very common sense language and explaining it so that they understand. Because a lot of people, I don't think the loan officers take the time to really explain why they're doing what they're doing, why they think a specific loan is good for them, a cheaper option for them, things like that. And so it takes someone to really explain it to them, present it. I like to lay it out to everyone, and then they make the choice. Instead of me saying, you should be in this loan, this is the loan for you, I'm not going to explain why. It's just, it is what it is, go with it. I don't like that, that approach that people take. And so I think it's refreshing when people call me, they say, oh, I didn't know an FHA loan can be more expensive than a conventional. I just thought it was better because it's backed by the government, so I assume that it's cheaper. And then I go through the motions explaining, this is why it can be more expensive. It may help you if you have a tighter debt to income ratio or your credit's a little bit lower than you would need for conventional. So I think really taking the time and teaching is one of my favorite things and one of the things I'm better at. And I think that kind of sets me apart from a lot of the other people.